Ciao, buongiorno. We have now arrived in the lovely Bologna, Italy. Beautiful day, beautiful weather. Explored a little bit yesterday, first day here. Finally, place a little bit quieter in Italy. Using a windscreen today. Hopefully the audio isn't total trash. You can hear me okay. Gonna take an e-bike and go exploring around the city. That's why I have the windscreen on, so y'all can hear me okay. And no actual destination or goal in mind. It's gonna take the e-bike and go as far as we can go. But yeah, so those of you who know me, pretty into cycling. Those of you who don't, pretty into cycling. Just started using an e-bike when I got to Italy. Definitely is cheating. You can get quite a few kilometers in without actually having to put that much effort. But that's great for today. So I want to do quite a bit of exploring, and then I still have energy afterwards to do other stuff. But yeah, very cool city. Completely different architecture from what I've been seeing in the rest of Italy, like Rome and Florence and all that. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, first things first, I guess, goal. I need some coffee. Talking to a camera is rough. You don't have any caffeine in you. The hotel I'm in is very cool, very nice, even free breakfast. But the coffee option there is just like a vending machine. You put some coins in, and nah, we ain't doing that. So, gotta find a bike. They'll have one of them lying around. Then from there, go for a ride and find some coffee. Maybe an espresso, maybe a double espresso, cappuccino. Yeah, so I'll check back in a bit. See y'all later. Pretty cool fountain. Do a little tour around it here. The spot where everyone comes to get a selfie. Pretty cool. Hello, ladies. The square is really awesome as well. Probably a good idea to walk around before I get on a bike so you can see more of it. Cool old castles. Dude on a bike. A lot of cool little shops around here, and cool little restaurants. This is where I'm hoping to find coffee. Down that alley ahead is where there are a lot of kind of hip areas at night where a lot of cool stuff's going on. I'll try to get some footage of that later. Be a little more interesting for you. Hopefully the lighting's okay. Sun's right in my face, so it's kind of hard to tell if you can see these all right. Very, very cool. Mickey's taking a smoke break. I get it. Can't be Mickey all day long. There's a mini and a Mickey walking around here. Kind of creepy looking when the hat's on, but kind of wholesome. People just trying to make a buck or two, blowing up balloons for kids, you know, dressed as copyrighted characters. You know, I get it. Yeah, very cool. All day till very late at night when I was exploring here. People were just hanging out in this area. Yesterday was Easter, so there's a lot of festivities going on at this big church. That's pretty cool. But yeah, check back in later when I found some coffee. See ya. All right. Thank you, Odin. We found some coffee. Got a nice cappuccino. It's only $1.80 in terms of euros. It's about $2, not bad. €1, it's like $1.09 US from what I just checked recently. So $2 for a damn good coffee. It's not huge like you used to in the States, but you get the same amount of caffeine, which that's really what matters. Still just have to pee really quick anyway. But yeah, taking a look out here. Very, very cool. Got my coffee, life is better. I'm gonna drink this. I found a spot over yonder that way with a bunch of bikes that I can rent. I've been using this services like Movi bikes or something out here. They kind of suck. Yesterday I tried. It should be like my 6th try to find one that actually worked. I think it's just like whatever the city agrees to have. Like Rome had Lime, this Bologna has these Mobi bikes. It's whatever. So it's like 15 bucks about for an hour, and you just use it for an hour, have fun. He's got to drop it back off at an approved location. Yesterday I paid 32 euros, or about 34 bucks, for like a big bonus pack. So it was, you get 15 30-minute rides. So say you ride for 40 minutes, that takes up 2 of your rides, so you still don't really pay anything. I knew I wanted to explore today, so I did the big old bundle. Seems pretty worth it. The one thing about these bikes is you do have to pedal a little more than some of the other e-bikes I've tried. So you get a little bit of exercise, but also you don't feel like you're gonna die when you're going up a hill or anything, so that's cool. But yeah, so the pile of bikes is over here. It's a bench, some people playing a little music. When I finish my coffee, since I can't multitask for shit while on a bike, then figure out how to hook up my camera so it doesn't fall off the bike. And then, yeah, we'll be taking off from there later. All right, guys. We had a successful bike ride through Bologna today. Very relaxing. I didn't really do any talking through it. I got to figure out how I want to edit it, whether it's music in the background, where I'm just cruising with some city sound effects, a time lapse through the boring parts, cutting out the boring parts. If you're watching this in the future, you'll find out. But honestly, Bologna is pretty underrated. I had never heard of it before I started planning this trip. Everybody knows Rome, Naples, Florence, Venice. It's great here. It's quieter, it's more chill. Seems like it's kind of set up for less touristy stuff. I mean, there is, and plenty of restaurants you got to see and all that, but seems like the world's set up a little more for locals, which is kind of nice, actually. I've seen a few backpackers, but not nearly as many in Rome or Florence or Naples. It's cool. It's a slow vibe, kind of different architecture than you'd see in the rest of Italy, at least the rest I've seen. The buildings are really cool. Great biking city. Gets a little crowded here and there, but otherwise you're fine. I'm sure you'll notice in the video, people are the best at kind of letting you through. In the US, I mean, I think in the US bikes are catered to a little too much as a cyclist myself, but there's still a little bit, you get a little bring bring. People at least kind of get out of the way for you. So you'll see me kind of having to stop here and there or something, but that's okay. Still really relaxing. Just stopped for a cappuccino and a little snack. I didn't talk during that just because there was a lot of music that was playing that YouTube wouldn't like. So I just got a little footage that you probably just saw. Cappuccino is great, as always here. A little bagel bite type pizza roll. It's about the closest thing I compare it to. Just nicer bread than what you would get in a crappy frozen one. And then some like little mini sandwich that had local bologna and like cheese on it from the area. The guy was saying real nice people there, you know, and even they were kind of surprised, like, oh, what brought you to Bologna? It does seem like they're kind of less used to tourists coming here in high quantities like the other cities, but they were real friendly people there. And yeah, it's been great so far. This is a big food city. That's kind of what the gist you would get if you were to look this up online, what to expect here. Look, it's a cool hallway. I've accidentally made it back literally right to where my hotel room is. There's a really cool area here. I'm actually going to switch the camera. It's a little more exciting. One sec. Okay, take two. Hopefully YouTube can't hear the Paul McCartney music playing in the background. It is nice. There's a lot of live music here, but doesn't help for a YouTuber. But yeah, these there's a lot of these like pathways that go through some cool arches like this. Cool like ceilings in a lot of them. This is kind of more of a mediocre one, but some of them have extravagant paintings. Some of them have extravagant floors. What's up, pigeon? A lot of doggos here. Too many kids. But yeah, no, we're right by our hotel room. The place is called Hotel Panorama. First hotel shout out on the trip. Some have been pretty mediocre, some have been pretty cool. It's right down that way. I'd have to say this one's 5 out of 5 so far. It's like a cool, cozy, old school room. Separate bathroom and all that. That's okay. Like, there's a bunch of separate bathrooms and it's private once you're in there. So you just lock it up and do your business, take a shower. But yeah, Bologna, big thing here is food. Obviously Italy in general. Clothes are already feeling a little bit tighter just being in Italy about 2 weeks. So I gotta hit the gym in my next country. And the rooms I booked there do have gyms, so I gotta go hard, go back on the diet. But also, you know, when you're in a food capital of the world, go big or go home. Some of my favorite dishes so far, got a shout out when I was in Florence. I had a Florentine steak, $72, worth every penny. I reached nirvana while eating it, honestly. Pure perfection. When you go there, get one. I didn't do much blogging in Florence. Just because it's so busy there, and you go into these buildings and there's 80 million people. It's just a less fun environment to blog in. I like blogging on the street. In general with Italy, if you come here, there's an app called Omio. You can get train tickets real cheap to go from city to city. The trains are really nice and quick, save a lot of time. I mean, we're talking 13 to 20 bucks from city to city. And that way you can hit up all the spots you want to see. And yeah, Bologna is a must stop for how crowded it is you're about to see. Still, I'd say it's kind of underrated. That creepy Minnie Mouse again. But yeah, definitely worth it. Seems like it's crowded mostly with locals. You only see a handful of backpackers here. But the food's amazing. Tons of stuff to do and see, while kind of feeling a little more laid back. Last night I had one of the best lasagna I've ever had in my entire life. Crispy noodle, gooey cheese, amazing meat, phenomenal. I've had a few charcuterie boards here already. Some about lunch meated out. And yeah, it's been great. Not sure what type of food I'm going to get into today. Let's see here, cool fountain. There's boobies, so we'll see how YouTube feels about that. Hopefully it knows their statues, not real boobies. Everyone gets a kick out of that. It's pretty funny. And then little fountain. See a lot of people fill out their water bottles with that. Supposedly it's a little bit cleaner than one would expect. Back in the square. There's Mickey smoking a cigarette through his mask. Wherever I walk in Bologna, or wherever I rode the bike, taking random roads, always kind of brings you back to here. Maybe the saying should be all roads lead to Bologna. But yeah, in case I don't do any more blogging here, which I might try to, but Bologna's been great. Definitely recommend checking it out if you're coming to Italy. Cheap train ride to get up here. You could get away with 2 days, get some good food, see some stuff, cheap enough rooms, and a good time. All right. So yeah, we have a few more stops in Italy that I'll be showing you guys. I will be going back to Florence for another 2 days, so actually we'll try to do like an actual blog there. We have quite a few things left on the checklist to see. We got the Frenzy Pass to get into all the cool museums and stuff. The only problem was it was Easter that weekend, so some of the stuff was closed. We'll have more options this time. We'll get to see more good food. 2 more cities before then. I'll let it be a surprise, so that way you tune back in for another episode. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for sticking around this long. And yeah, I've run out of stuff to say. See you later.